out of it. I had $9,000 in negative equity. And so the car ended up being like 80 grand, right? Altogether out the door, which I expected that because I had some negative equity. So he was like, oh, we got you approved. The car note is $1,400 and the rate is 14%. I looked at him, I said, huh? I said, no. I said, let me go shop around. Let me go shop and do something. And he was like, oh, no, let me see. I said, look, I done bought like 10 cars in the past. I've bought like 10 cars in the past 8 years. I said, I know the tricks, I know the gimmicks. I said, I'm not finna do this with y'all. I said, I'm not finna do it, bruh. And then so he comes back to me. Hold on. He comes back to me and he's like, oh, okay, bet. Mind you, I haven't even test driven the car. They won't let me test drive the car because, you know, Hellcats, I could just get in it and, like, you know, drive off and steal it. They don't know me. They got my license, but it could be a fake driver's license. They won't even let me test drive the car because everybody wants these cars and they scared that they don't know me, which I don't blame them. So I didn't even get mad. So the dude go back to the bank, which these dealerships are so funny. The finance manager, they not going back and talking to the bank. They got the numbers in their hands. They know what they can give you. So when they say, oh, let me talk to my finance manager, they're not doing anything. They have the rates in their hand of what they can give you. They're just trying to tire you out, and they trying to make you just get up out of there and sign whatever papers. But see, I'm not stupid. Hold on. I'm not dumb. So what I did, I said, okay. I said, you know, he came back to me. He said, we got the interest rate at 12%. I said, no, that's not gonna fly with me. I said, I'm good on that. I'm good. You could let me go. I said, you know what? I said, let me go check out this other dealership. I said, you know, because I'm not liking these numbers. I said, I'll just go get a slim body. Oh, well, you don't want the slim body. The wide body is what gives it. I said, look, I said, if I got to pay that, I'm good. Because it was 12% and the note went to like $1,200, right? I said, if I got to pay that, I said, I'm good. I'm Gucci. Now, mind you, I put money down. I'm not like these other people on YouTube who be like, oh no, if you got A1 credit, you don't ever put nothing down. That is the dumbest thing you can do, bro. Is not put money down on a $70,000 vehicle or a $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 vehicle. Like, don't listen to those people. If you at the dealership and you don't got no money down, you probably shouldn't be there. You probably shouldn't even be in there. If all you got in your bank account is the money to pay the car note for the next month and you don't have nothing in your savings or nothing, you shouldn't be there. Now, if you don't want to put anything down and you got $10, $20, $30, $40,000 in your savings account, good. Go for it. Go for it. But to walk in a dealership and say, I want a Hellcat, and they approve you, and you don't put nothing down because all you got is $2,000 in your bank account for the car note next month, that is stupid. Dumb. So I'm telling the guy, he's like, how much do you want to put down? At first I was saying 10,000. I said, I'll put 10,000 down. But see, that only covered my negative equity, right? So technically I only put $1,000 down on the Hellcat because the other 9,000 went towards the negative equity on my Honda. So I said, you know, I was like, you know what, cool. I said, this is partially my fault because I'm prematurely trading the Honda. I told him, I said, try 15. I said, let's put 15 down. He comes back to me. He's like, oh yeah, the note is $1,150. I said, what? With 15 down? I said, no. I said, I could take this same 15,000 and go put it on that slim body that they want for $47,000 with 30,000 miles on it. I said, I'm good, bro. Also, he did his little deal where he fake went to the bank and see what they were offering me. Guess what? The rate keeps going down, y'all. It went from 14%, 12%, 10%. It's at 10%. So guess what? I'm halfway cool with that. So, cause it's a used car and the interest rates are through the roof right now. So he came back at 10%. I went back in finance. I'm like, he said, how much we doing? I said, we doing 20,000. So y'all remember how I told y'all initially they wanted 65,000 for the car? I said, I'll do 20,000 down. Cause now I've covered my negative equity on my Honda, and I'm putting $10,000 down on the Hellcat at this point. So each car is getting $10,000 towards the balance. So the finance manager was cool. He said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just throw Gap in there. I'm gonna throw Gap in there. So now my rate is 9%, and I'm definitely cool with that. So as time passed, the finance manager was like, what did he say? He said, you know what? Because the car was 65,000. He said, you know what? I'm gonna knock an additional $2,000 off the car. Because at first they were also not giving me what I wanted on my trade. I wanted at least 20,000 for my trade. At first they lowballed me and gave me like 16,000. They ended up giving me 19,000 for my car. I owed 27,000 on my car, right? So they ended up giving me 3,000 more. And then when I got back into finance, the guy knocked $3,000 off of the Hellcat for me. So it was $62,000 for the Hellcat instead of 65, right? And so after my down payment and my negative equity from my Honda, the financed amount on my Hellcat is $53,000, which sounds right, because when you add taxes, fees, license, negative equity, and all that other stuff, I financed out the door. It was like 55,000, I think, something like that. And my car note is 1,000 flat. My car note with Gap insurance is 1,000, right? And we financed almost $60,000 out the door. So it's you know, you got to pay interest on the money that you borrow. So I was like, cool, that sounds right. Because I've owned even my Scat Pack. My Scat Pack was like $850 a month or something like that. So I'm like, man, $150 more and I got a Hellcat. Okay, cool. So to answer that question, I pay $1,000 for my Hellcat. My insurance did go up because I live in Houston. I don't live in these small country towns like a lot of these YouTubers, and they be like, oh, my insurance is $100 on my Hellcat. How? How? My insurance is I have 3 cars on my policy, so it's not too bad when you break it down. That's why at the dealership I didn't want the warranty, because I'm like, nah, I go to certified mechanics. So I would go to a certified Hellcat mechanic, because 9 times out of 10 the warranty doesn't cover anything. I've had warranties in the past, and every time I took it to the dealer, it didn't cover anything. My wife's Lexus, for example, we had a warranty on it. We still do have the warranty. When something broke on it, guess what happened? We took it to Lexus. They didn't cover it. Guess who got stuck with a $1,500 bill? Me. And we're not talking about credit or payment plans. They wanted that $1,500 before I could take the car out the lot. So sometimes I think warranties are a scam because they don't cover anything. And so I told the dude, I don't want the warranty, just give me the Gap. I'll take the Gap because I need that. But all that other stuff, you can keep that, bro, because all it's gonna do is make the note go higher, and it's not gonna help me in the long run. It's not gonna help me, bro. But yeah, that's what I pay a month. That's my insurance. My Hellcat's value, this car is still valued at, I think it says $60,000. yeah, $60,000, and I owe like $54,000. So if I were to trade this car, or if I were to go to CarMax, they would need to give me, they would have to write me a check. Wouldn't be a big check until I knock some of the balance down off the car. But let's say I kept this car 2 years and the value was, let's say I didn't drive it but 2,000 miles a year, and let's say they say, oh yeah, this is good condition, we'll give you $57,000, and I owe 45 on it, that check, they got to cut me a check. You see what I'm saying? But I say all that to say, like, get what you want, but make sure your future is good as well. You know what I'm saying? I have a 401k, I have a crypto account that's doing really good. I have we got something in the savings. So I'm saying that to say, don't go out and, you don't have to keep up with the Joneses. You don't gotta go get a 2022, 2023 Hellcat jailbreak or a Hellcat Demon, you know what I'm saying, to keep up with somebody. Like, you gotta know where you fit in, because this is a 2020. I practice medicine, bro, and I'm driving a 2020, a 4-year-old Hellcat. So what do that tell you, bro? I got my mind where it need to be. I'm not trying to keep up with nobody but myself. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what the next person drive, I don't care what the next person has. You know what I'm saying? They look nice, because I'm telling you, I look at the videos all the time on YouTube. They look nice, you know, but I gotta do what's best for me and my family. And paying a $1,800 to $2,000 price tag every month, it's not really. So I hope y'all enjoyed the pep talk, the video, and spend responsibly, because that's the most important part. And don't be keeping up with the Joneses, man. Just get something that you can afford and that you can have fun with. Because remember, you gotta pay that note. Don't depend on social media or YouTube or anybody to pay that car note. You gotta get out there and hump it, man. That's one thing about it.